double digits week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Denver Broncos. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Get it! Go check! Go check!
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Oh, it shifts past him. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They'll take that. 14 yards on play number 1. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Nelson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. You look at this Steeler defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Lewis. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
To get 2 here, stopped at the 30. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Marvin Mims, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. No doubt about it, a really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now Lewis. He finds his man, complete. It's Curtis. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll let this go for Adams. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, Williams breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
This 2nd and 4. Up the middle they go. Rainey.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Trying to find Greg Dulcich there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if we can get to it. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Back to throw. Nelson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. Broncos on the move here a bit. Nice plays in succession back-to-back.
You often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on the coaching staff. You know, easy to coach when you're 7-1. That's a piece of cake. But with their record right now, how do they manage to keep these guys going in the right direction? And they're going to need some help from some of those veterans in the locker room as well.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks. Yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they just got fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it. But we're seeing something you don't often see.
So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And the return man will shuffle through the white stuff, secure the fair catch with both hands. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Come on.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Nelson. They'll roll him out right. man, it's Dosich. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there. Now Nelson throwing on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, it's 9-0. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Off the play fake. Nelson. And a dangerous throw there. Incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And Hall not going to bring this one out. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now 2nd and 9. Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. Right back to him on first down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more plays.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Next to score, Broncos 12, Steelers 7. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line. Okay, break.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That is caught.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction, and was able to track the ball in another.
Okay, ready?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come back, team. Come. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Looking to throw. Nelson escaping the pressure right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ransom. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll run on first down. Curtis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, it's Curtis. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 10. Play action. Lewis rolling to his right. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
To throw is Lewis. On third down. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead is now 2.
Broncos go. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in right around the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Broncos. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit. But they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat. But if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw again, Lewis. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Curtis. Across midfield. He's on his way. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers have regained the lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready? The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Curtis. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. When they're lined up in the 46 defense like that, running is just going to be a slog.
Especially if you're trying to run it in the middle of the defense. So what you're hoping, get a stalemate against the 3 across the front. And can you get some one-on-one blocks that you can win on the perimeter? To me, that's the best place to carry the football.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Lewis now to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. To the football, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line football. Well, that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
Ready. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Panther Street! Panther Street!
Now a handoff up the middle. Rainey, and he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Come on.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Nelson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. A nightmare of a 1st half for them. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So that's what
he'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Rocky Mountain snow looks like it's going to continue through the second half as we are back underway in Denver. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On second down now, it's Curtis, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Lewis. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Rainey now to return it. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers. If the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and it's just trying to play through. He's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Set to throw is Nelson. Off play action. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Looking to throw. Nelson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Brady, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Lewis to throw from his end zone. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
On first down, Curtis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Lewis. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And go to the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. 3rd down and 10. Operating from the gun, Lewis. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright, and it comes in. Not the most convincing kick you'll see, but he got it to go. And they have regained the lead. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner. Except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun, Lewis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Steelers first down.
Now Lewis on 1st and 10. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the passing game right now for them not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 2nd down, it's Curtis, and he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lewis. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Now Rainey. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Welcome back now to Denver. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. From the 20, here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Nelson, throw left side, complete. That's Young. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Go, Reed, go. Ready.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And some room to work. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here's Nelson on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Nelson on 3rd down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to get the lead up to 4. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because it stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Here's Lewis throwing on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Curtis. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Curtis, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
To throw is Lewis. To throw on second down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Nelson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Ready, ready. Ultra.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Okay.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Nelson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. Down the right sideline. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, You just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here now, second and goal. Back to throw. Lewis to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing line?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Curtis. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game.
Yeah, on third down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force fourth down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on fourth and goal. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Nelson now to throw on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Broncos, it's a second win on the year now as they move to 2-8.